Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I am somewhere I have never been. Well, I'm still in Manchester, I think. Am I? I don't actually, you know what, I might be in Salford to be fair. I'm not 100% sure where I am. I always like coming to the bits that no one comes to. The quote-unquote ugly bits of Manchester. Manchester has lots of beautiful areas to it, don't get me wrong, but there's something weirdly sort of beautiful about the urban ugly bits like this stretch of canal that no one really except me and the hissing geese. Hello fella. Yeah, no one except us are really appreciating right now. You're catching me on one of my walks where I'm just kind of roaming around, and I've decided to go off the beaten track, like I say, somewhere I've never been around here, but I just thought, hey, I'll explore somewhere completely different. Got my notepad with me, which sounds really pretentious, and I just thought I'll wander around, see what ideas come to me. And on the notepad, actually, I used to use my phone, my notes app on my phone, just to write down, video ideas for tricks or whatever, because I'm a magician, so sometimes I get ideas for tricks. And what I found was, I'd open my phone to write down an idea, and before I knew it, I was checking my emails, I was scrolling on Instagram, I was checking YouTube comments or whatever. That's not kind of what I intended to do. I just wanted to write down the idea. So the notepad, which is really analog, has really helped do that. And I kind of went down a bit of a YouTube rabbit hole of notebook videos and, carrying a notebook changed my life, all that sort of thing. There's so much of that content on YouTube. I got fully sucked in. I bought myself a little notepad and a little leather, or kind of fake leather cover. And you know what? It actually really did help. It really genuinely did help. It's changed my mindset. I'm always writing things down, and I actually feel like I'm getting more ideas as well, weirdly. I recently rewatched one of my videos. It was the video on this channel, the first video, I guess, where I kind of relaunched this channel and spoke about, what I was going to use it for and making new content. And I said something in that video which is a little bit weird, which was that for the past sort of 10 years, my brain has been rewritten and that I only come up with magic ideas now, which is kind of underselling myself. That's not true. I think of lots of different ideas. I just don't always share those ideas. Like, since I was 17 years old, I've been writing a series of sci-fi books. Never mentioned that before. I know I'm like 300,000 words into this thing and I've never spoken about it, but I'm always coming up with loads of different types of ideas. Some turn into videos, some turn into tricks, some turn into things that only I ever see. But yeah, like I say, the only ones I'd ever really been sharing were the magic ideas, the ones that turned into videos and tricks and shows or whatever it was. But having this channel, I knew that it kind of opened up an opportunity to share lots of different types of ideas that I never would before. Maybe not necessarily the books I've been writing, but new ideas for things that I wouldn't previously make. But what I found is, and what you might have seen on this channel, there's not been a ton of videos. Certainly not been one every week or anything like that, because there's this fear. There's this fear of the upload button, that if I make something totally unlike anything I've made before, talking about something I've never ever spoken about before, that fear of hitting upload and hitting publish is so big because it feels so different. But then the last video that I posted was a documentary that I've been sort of secretly working on for the past month, called Year of the Dolls. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. It's already become the most popular video on this channel, and that was the one I was kind of most scared of uploading because it was completely different. The next fear that comes along is, how am I going to top that? How am I going to make something that lives up to this standard that I've set now? Am I only going to post high quality documentary videos on this channel? Is that what this is now? And that, I knew it was coming. I knew that fear was coming, because it's something that I felt in the past before, but I have to keep that initial intention that I had when I made this channel. I've got to keep that in my head, that this is a channel where I can do anything. So in a way, I'm kind of purposely making something very low-key just to prove that I can, following a big, highly edited documentary. Now it's a video of me walking down a quite disgusting canal path, just chatting about what's in my head. No script, no bullet points, no notes, nothing, just stream of consciousness. I'm kind of proving I can do all of it, both extremes. I think that's it for this video. I don't know what the take-home message is. If you want to take any message away from this at all, I guess make new things, go to new places, have fun. Good message.